selection, which has only happened once. But still. Just as I get the stain faded by at least 70%, I hear the sharp staccato of someone in stilettos approaching. I turn around and see Lexi. Lexi with her bi-monthly touched-up white blonde hair and generous lip filler that she'll never admit to having injected. When she steps closer in her head-to-toe reformation, I am grateful that I remembered to put on a few sprays of my gypsy water perfume, the one that smells like rich people. But the way she's staring at me right now, it's clear that no matter how much I try, I am still not on her level. I do not fit in here. She does not see me as her equal, despite the fact that we are both unpaid, unknown, disposable interns. It's become glaringly obvious that at Van Doren, it's not actually about what you contribute, but more about how blue your blood is. Lexi doesn't even know my name, though I've been here a solid 9 weeks, and I'm pretty sure I've told her at least a dozen times. I'm already on edge because of my assignment, so I jump in before she can ask in her monotone voice. "Brandi." "Right," she says, like she does every time, yet still forgets. "Chloe wants the Instagram analytics report for last week. She said she asked you to put it together an hour ago." Which is true, but completely unfair, since Jenna from marketing also asked me to run to Starbucks to buy 31-ounce cups of liquid crack for her and her entire department for a 9 a.m. meeting, an effort that took 3 trips total, and technically I'm still working on the data sheets I promised Eric from product development, not to mention the obvious, getting rid of the puke from the dress. "I'm still working on it," I tell her. Lexi stares at me, her overly filled brows lifted, as if she's waiting for the rest of my excuse. I understand her, but also I'm wondering how she still hasn't realized this is not a case of resting bitch face I have going on, that I am actually intolerant of her nagging. Normally, I am not this terse, but nothing about today has been normal. Since this week is my period week, I'm retaining water in the most unflattering of places, and the pencil dress I'm wearing has been cutting off the circulation in my thighs for the past couple of hours. And being that I've spent most of my break destroying the evidence of someone else's bad decisions, it is not my fault that I'm not handling this particularly well. "I'll send it over as soon as I'm done," I say to Lexi so she can leave, but she doesn't. "HR wants to see you," she says with what looks like a smirk. My mouth opens. I have no idea what HR could want, and although I'm still new to this employee thing, I know this can't be good. "Like, now," Lexi barks and pivots away in her strappy, open-toe stilts. I hang the sample next to the door, and before I leave the room, I pause to briefly take in the rest of the dresses stuffed on the racks, each one in that chic, elevated aesthetic that is the cornerstone of Van Doren. This is my favorite part of the day, the chaotic nature of this room, a little overwhelming, but also inspiring, and I can't wait for the day that this is my world, not just one I'm peeking my head into. A world in which I command respect. I cross through the merchandising department, where everyone has their own private office with aerial views of Hell's Kitchen, Soho, and the Garment District, and then move through the maze of the sprawling suite in a mild sort of panic until I remind myself that I have done nothing wrong. Ever since spring semester ended, I've been putting in more hours than the sun. I slip in at 6:30 when the building is dark and vaguely ominous, my eyes still puffy with sleep. And when I finally drag myself into the elevator at the end of the day, it's just as black and quiet outside. I religiously show up in current season heels despite the blisters, albeit mass-produced renditions of the Fendi, Balenciaga, and Bottega Venetas the other summer interns casually strut around in, and mostly stick to myself. I am careful about raising my voice, even if I vehemently disagree with my neurotic supervisor. I keep my tongue as puritanical as a nun's, even when fucking incel or coddled narcissistic bitch are on the tip of it. I'm not rude or combative. I stay away from gossip. I complete all my tasks with time to spare, which is usually when I check Twitter and help out some of the other interns, even though I'd rather FaceTime Nate.